What's up, guys and gals? Red Icing here to close out the last of the trailer analysis. I know some of you thought that segmenting this into 4 parts and not answering your comments as quick as I usually do was an a-hole move. I apologize. This is just a busy weekend for me, and I didn't want this analysis to come out next weekend. So with that said, let's finish this. Also, I know the staff interview has more gameplay, and if I don't go catatonic after today, I'll have a video up about it by the end of this weekend. If I start to slur my words, it means the energy drinks have worn off and no amount of caffeine will wake me up. Alright, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, at this scene where fireworks are going off suggesting a festival of some sort. The party members are all wearing traditional garb, but for the life of me I can't remember what festival this is. Then after that a transition scene occurs with a plane, then a scene inside of said plane. This is awesome because it suggests a long distance field trip, something I know some of you have been curious about and wondering if it will occur. Next we get an action-packed scene of explosive detail, and if we pause at the right moment we can tell that this explosion occurs within the casino dungeon. Maybe the scene from the interrogation occurs after this, as it would cause a faster collapse than in previous dungeons. The next scene depicts the party members staring at something. Since Anne has her mask off, I can only think of this as a huddle before a big heist. Moving on, we see Futaba in her natural environment. While checking her phone, we see an icon of a cat. I don't think Morgana has a phone, so this must be her direct line to all the other thieves. After the phone, we see Futaba's computer screen, which has local news and what seems to be her otaku information network. Then she stares at it, and it seems to depict that something bad has happened. Well, at least in my opinion. The next scenes are fight scenes. The first details another special attack by the student council president, and at the end of it, we see her firearm is a revolver. The one after that is adorably amazing, as it is Alice's personal attack. I was hoping persona-specific attacks would return, and hopefully there are more of them spread out around more personas. The last fight scene is the most important of them all, as check out the health bars. See something off? Anne is not on it. Not only does this scene depict a team attack, but with a member not actively in the party. Was anyone else like me back in Persona 4 and thought it was weird that you take 3 other party members in, but all of them appear in the dungeon boss's cutscenes and in some random rooms? Well, it seems that Atlus has found a way to include left out party members. Well, unless this is a design oversight, and all of this was just a hoax. The next scene depicts the new Velvet twins, Justine and Caroline. Seems one is more vicious than the other, which is one of the scenarios I was hoping for. This scenario means that the attendants are 2 halves of the same being. They could be direct opposites of the other. To all who asked if there will be another Velvet Room boss battle, it seems like they will fuse together so you won't be beating up childlike super beings for a boss fight, but rather their full form. I went out there on that, but it makes sense now. Next, we see the guillotines. As there are 2 of them, I can only imagine that the Velvet twins are standing at the bottom holding the rope. After the feature of the twins, we move on to what seems the boss battle room of the space dungeon. After that, we get a few seconds of a boss introduction that may be the final boss or the second to final boss. His throne is made up of golden people who seem to be begging for something, and he walks over them like they are dirt. Whoever he is, he seems like he's living in excess at the expense of others. This could be the boss of gluttony and belongs to the casino dungeon, but I'll put a pin on that for now. As we move on to the next scene, we see that something important is happening and all of the currently displayed party members are running to the MC to see what's up. Afterwards, all of them start moving towards the casino dungeon. Before I get farther into this, let's focus on the new mystery brunette guy from the box art for now. He seems to be more professional in his attire and he wears all the signs of a wheelman. While there is a chance he might not be a party member, I doubt that. In my own opinion, he is a party member acquired in the second or third to last dungeon. But in this last scene, if you look hard enough, you will see him. He's right there. Atlus really tried hard to hide him. Doesn't matter if we see him though, as we know nothing about him, and the more important detail is, which dungeon did he come from? Help me out with this, guys, because if no one knows, that means another dungeon Atlus hasn't showed us yet. After that, we get the Japanese release date, and considering the release date for North America and Europe, we will probably see the English translated version in Q4 of this year. The last scene returns us to Igor, and he states either "Welcome to your rehabilitation" or welcome to your personality. It varies from whoever translated. After that scene, it states that there will be a PS3 version, even after all this time and all the delay. Atlus is so nice to us. After that, we see the sweet 20th anniversary box set, Persona 5. That includes remakes of all the previous games, 1 and 2, Persona 3 FES, and Persona 4 Golden. This is awesome for the people who didn't buy a PS Vita and couldn't play Golden. Nice marketing, Atlus. Nice. Well, that's the end of the trailer analysis videos. Now to move on to the staff interview. But let me get some sleep first. If I missed anything in the trailer, feel free to point it out. And if you want me to reply to your comment, put red at the start of it. Again, I cannot think of a closer. So, goodbye.